Brothers and sisters, thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to do this video today on a follow-up to the video that I did on March 20th of 23, and it was, let me see the name of it really fast, and it was Judgment Has Been Handed Down, and it was on the scroll that I saw in a vision being passed from the Father to the Son. And as I was sharing what I received, so today on Creation Calendar is 12/20, and this was received on Creation Calendar 12/12. So, and as soon as I was given this, I was seeing how it went with the judgment of that scroll that was given. So I was reading it to a dear friend of mine, and it was in that moment where she was like, that's packed with the information that goes with the scroll. And in my heart, she'd asked, like, have you given that? And immediately I was told, no, but you should. So I am going to read what I was given on 12/12, and I will link that video of the judgment, or the scroll has been handed down. So judgment has been handed down from the Father to the Son. So again, this was given on 12/12 on Creation Calendar. Okay. So the scroll of judgment passed from Father to Son that I saw on March 20th of 23, now I comprehend it as I have lived it. Christ does not have to judge us. We bring the condemnation upon ourselves by our thoughts, words, and actions. We curse ourselves with our mouths. Cause and effect, same as agency and accountability. For the world was created by words. It was spoken, and so it was. If we don't desire an outcome, don't speak it. If we don't want to curse another with negativity, don't speak it. This is also why I was shown the dark web with our words that gets created quickly like a spider web. And that was in a video I did probably about a month ago on our words, action, thoughts, words, and actions. Don't engage in gossip or spreading someone's faults and weaknesses. If you don't like the outcome of something we have created, we must see what brought us to that point and cast it down. We have the power to change it. Every moment of every day, we are creating our reality by our thoughts, words, and actions. What are we displaying and creating? We can have the exact life we are creating. Had to learn the hard way that my words had power, and the curses I brought upon myself and others, and what I was experiencing this past year was the judgment of my own choices. And it about destroyed me. Christ said he would judge his own house first. I have experienced this firsthand, and it was so brutal to see where my thoughts, words, and actions negatively had gotten me. If I had not been given the counsel to be present, living in the present moment, I would have not been able to see what was actually happening during this time of healing and seeing this all play out in my life. In order to be set free from ourselves, we have to be able to see what we are doing, what we are creating and causing in our life. It's not Father doing it, it's us doing it. We are creators and creation. So too often, we immediately blame God, and we want to withhold our love. But he's like, I didn't bring this upon myself, you brought it upon you. Male and female, do we not see the power we hold within ourselves? So I was being taken through also like kingdom union, so male and female. Do we not see the power we hold within ourselves? Yes, they are, Father and Mother are there to help us, but we are creating our life and what exists within it. We have the power when counsel is given to help us change the outcome. So an example of this was seeing how disconnecting negative cords, going back to those timelines and allowing Christ to heal us from that, and those doors are closed. so that we can live in the present and the now. And that's also important with kingdom age, is being able to step into kingdom age, into the kingdom timeline of creation, and no longer living in those past timelines. And that's what those open doors do, is they allow Satan to take us back into those timelines and continue to repeat. Well, we want those closed. If we want healing, that's the healing that's being offered, then we must do our part. And so it's being offered by Yahushua right now. Cause and effect. The scriptures tell us, for how we judge others, we will be judged. What we put out there will return to us. Look at it from this angle. You judge a person saying, I can't believe they did that. Pick any time that you've said that within your life. So in return, what you have just done is put out into creation a judgment that you could have handled that situation better than that person. So you will find yourself in a similar situation without even realizing it, to see just how well you handled it. That judgment, you actually brought it upon yourself by placing negative judgment towards another person. Our agency is such a beautiful gift, but because of the way we have abused this gift as creators, this world is in the state it is in. Thought. Why Christ taught capture every thought. Why is that so important? Because it's what we do from that point forward that has a rippling effect in what's being created. So imagine a pebble being dropped on water, a rippling effect. If that thought if that thought brings hurt or harm to another person, our words curse. So if that thought brings hurt or harm to another person, our words curse. If that thought brings hurt or harm to another, meaning those words curse them, cast it down. It is not a father and mother, for out of the heart a man speaks. Where is the focus of our heart, and what are we seeking first in our life, because it's supposed to be the kingdom of heaven first. Heavenly Father and Mother do not curse their children. As Christ taught, they condemn themselves. Now that Christ has shown me what's taken place this past year, and any of us that have gone through this healing process, don't backslide. Don't fall back into negative patterns, for all they will create is negative outcomes in your life. The spirit of gratitude and positivity is what I desire to see in life. Look at the half full cup as overflowing. For in the spirit of abundance and goodness must my mouth speak, in love, tenderness, kindness, forgiveness, and grace. No more negativity. Visualizing now, as my words are spoken, what's being created by them. For Christ came to redeem his house first, and this was a brutal experience this past year for me to endure. I pray for the judgment that is coming and will fall upon this world, because when we are faced with it, all that we have created, at times the pain is unbearable, and men will truly desire rocks to fall on them. Create the life you want. You hold the power to create within. So step forward and create it. That's why you're here, is to bring in the light. So create light. Seeing now the importance of the power we have to lay down our life. What no longer serves me that's negative, like ungratitude, unforgiveness, and judgment. I have the power to take it back up again, meaning anew. Take up a new way of being, positive, grateful, forgiving, loving others where they are, at on their journey of life. So guys, the judgment of the scroll is the judgment that we have brought upon ourselves. So if you have found yourself in places this year that have been very hard, wondering, how did I get here? If we are continuing to point the finger outward and not be present, then we are not seeing what Yahushua was doing. And this year was the year of the Lord. It was truly his time to heal us from these negative ways, but also to show us where our actions were getting us. So if we were casting judgment on other people, we were bringing judgment upon ourselves. And so seeing and understanding that Christ didn't have to judge any of us. We condemned ourselves. So this has been the year of the Lord of healing, and we've had to see especially his house first, right? Because now as the world goes through this, we have to show them how cause and effect, how agency and accountability, how these things actually work, and the power that lives within us in our thoughts, in our words, and in our actions. And make sure that they are totally in line with heaven at all times, because we bring the condemnation upon ourselves, and being able to see that will be very important. So I pray that this helps. And again, I will link the video of the judgment have been passed from father to son in the description of this one. Have a wonderful day.